मिस्टर प्रजा सकरंडे, तुम्ही हिस्टोरियन जावन आहा आणि ओल्ड गोवाचे तुमकां जायते माहिती आहा. तर आता ओल्ड गोवा पळय तो प्रोजेक्ट येयला, इको ट्युरिजम प्रोजेक्ट, आनी थिंगा एक मॉन्युमेंट आहा, स्टेट मॉन्युमेंट मॉन्थ चॅपल. तर तुमच्या ओपिनियनान तो येवंक शकता थिंगा?
Old Goa is a World Heritage Site. Okay, within World Heritage Site, 7 churches are included in the World Heritage List, and which are under ASI, and there are many other churches which are under state archaeology. The rule of UNESCO's World Heritage Site is within 1 kilometer nothing can come. Okay, plus there are buffer zones. All those rules have been there in place right from beginning. Okay, they are there in 2010 amendment of ASI. They are there in the state archaeology. All those rules are there. They are openly flouted. People are building bungalows over there. There are huge building complexes coming up. Gradient is flouted. Everything is flouted. Capella the Mont, which is on the hill now, that's a very fragile hill. Okay, it's a fragile hill. So with this, all these coming up projects and what it entails, water, it entails lot of things, lot of these things. So the whole thing will be affected. So I feel that once that particular project comes, it is going to disturb the one is the sanctity, the historicity, heritage, character of Old Goa. So one after another, as it is, there is an illegal bungalow. That illegal bungalow is still standing in spite of the protests, court cases, everything. They don't care. Okay. Now another project is coming. So one after another. So otherwise also there were residential complexes coming up. People have built huge palaces. So Old Goa is become a fertile ground for exploitation, flouting of rules, violations. Everything is going on. So how is the government? What I'm asking is, how is the ASI? Does ASI not have the teeth to oppose this? Because the ASI is Archaeological Survey of India and there's a Goa chapter. Okay? So a national body, does it not have the teeth to fight against all this? For which they are paid, for which they are appointed. Okay? I'm not saying they are not doing their job, but they have to oppose this particular project also which is coming. Which is, again, state archaeology also should intervene and stop these projects from coming.
So Mr. Sakardende, you are also part of that Goa Heritage Action Group. So as part of that Goa Heritage Action Group, what steps you all are going to take regarding this
as
particular
Goa
issue?
Heritage Action Group, right from the beginning downstream 2000, since we have established, for the last 22 years we have been fighting. We have been asking for the master plan to be in place.
The master plan is one of the important
points. It is not being listened to. There have been several cases in Old Goa, individual cases in Old Goa, which we have fought. Now under the leadership of Father Bismarck, Marian, Ferrao and all, there was some construction that had come next to abetting the Viceroy's Ark. And that time we had moved the police station and we had got it demolished. Okay, so one arsenal wall was demolished. And
that time also,
we had. So we have been, each and every site of Old Goa we have been fighting, each and every site. So now it is not about small fund. Now the bigger projects are coming. Now it is a huge project that is coming up. So now why? Because Old Goa attracts tourists all over the world. So they want to capitalize cash on that. And then, so what I'm saying is that how is the state government, the ASI, all these are not acting? Are they not the guardians of this, of Old Goa? Are they not guardians of this heritage of Old Goa, World Heritage Site? So that is our question. We are concerned. We have been fighting Old Goa's issue right from the beginning, and we will continue to fight out.
One other issue is there. Now, when you spoke about this World Heritage Site, you said that within 1 kilometer no development can be undertaken.
Yes.
Now, one absurd thing has happened. The TCP has come out with some notification. They are saying that within these certain heritage sites, within 200 meters, you have to take the permission. So, don't you think it is like contradicting when there is already a law?
Yeah, and flouting their own law. Even in 2010, there was a ASI amendment that there's certain exact statistics I don't remember. There is a buffer zone. I think 100 meters and another 200 meters you cannot construct. But it has been flouted. We have seen politicians also doing it. We have seen builders doing it. We have seen all the time people are looking at Old Goa and flouting the rules and regulations. So that is why what I feel, looks like the ASI is helpless. It looks like ASI is helpless in safeguarding its monuments. I don't know now how. Why
is there any political interference
political
from the
interference
center?
is very much there in the case of Old Goa illegal bungalow. in spite of so much protest and so much public awareness and so many campaigns, we had big public meeting, people moving the court, Save Goa Action Committee, still that bungalow is still standing intact, which means it is enjoying political clout. Because of political clout only it is standing there. That also from the central government. This is the
So what is the way forward now actually to safeguard all these monuments and safeguard Old Goa in particular?
The way forward is like, as a common citizen, I would look upon the ASI to safeguard it. If the ASI cannot help it, I do not know whether people can take law and order in hands and demolish that bungalow.
Thank you.